Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
All right, what up, y'all? Welcome. We are live. I am here with my brother. It has been a minute since I've seen this dude on this chat. But again, I had to get him on here. It's been too long since we chopped it up. about this gaming news and whatnot. Also, some stuff that we talked about. What was it, a year or two ago? And dudes are
definitely
now,
2 years ago.
about
Definitely 2
2 years.
years ago.
And dudes are now starting to catch on. And all of a sudden, dudes want to act like, oh well, I said that before. Yeah, okay, sure you did. Because me and you were. We were in the crossroads, let me tell you, when we first started talking about it. But we'll get into that for sure. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see y'all. Hope y'all doing well. Thanks for joining me for this evening late stream. But you already know, I had to, got it, man. Got to have these late streams sometimes when it's necessary. And today is definitely one of those days. So, introducing who is with us today, man. This not only, like I said earlier, it's my brother right here. I've known this dude for a long time. A mad supporter of the channel, a big supporter of the community in general. He's out here doing big things. He just recently was hosting the AMD Gaming Showcase. So shout out to my brother over here doing big things. And when I tell you somebody who inspires you to chase your dreams and just go out there and grab it. I remember he told me when we went off air once, he's like, dude, it's out there. Just grab it. This dude really tells you to go out there and get it. He really do, and I appreciate him. And when I tell you I'm happy to see him, I really, really am. I'm here with the one and only hip hop gamer. What is up, my dude? Welcome.
You already know what it is, son. The one and only hip hop gamer, no stranger to danger. #1 journalist. Quickly, I changed the game up, baby. You already know what it is, son. Talk about it, man. We live here, Big Cloud Gaming. Love you, bro. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get it in, son.
Dude,
word up. And shout out to everybody in the chat too. Shout out to everybody in the chat too. You know what I'm saying? Gotta show love to the audience.
Hit that like button. Go ahead, hit that like button. Share it out. We appreciate it. I know a lot. You know what's funny things? Hip hop already know. It's not really a busy. Hasn't really been busy weeks. You know what I mean? Like since last month, I would say, right, when we had like 5 crazy games back to back. It's been kind of slowed down in terms of news. So I get a lot of people are not really on as much. But hey. Y'all know how it is, man. We make the most of what we got. And today's show, again, a little different. This is us going back, 2 years. 2 years ago, we sat on this very channel. We had a long conversation. We had a lot of people, a lot of questions. He still gets them to this day. I still get them to this day about the future, about PlayStation and what they're doing. And, of course, you guys are in know. Since then, your boy became a freelancer with IGN, so YouTube hasn't really necessarily been the big focus like it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like the most ridiculous nonstop uploader on here, and I just turned that down. And, things happen. But we're going to talk about this, bro. You ready to get back into that crossroads of fire?
Yeah, so let's go, man.
I seen a lot of capping in this industry for it, and I was like, whoa. How you feel about this, man? So let's go ahead and just bring it up, man. There was a report going around that Sony looking to emulate PlayStation 3 titles. Now, I could have sworn there was a guy who's standing right in front of me who brought this to my attention and many others about a legacy back and pat type of solution. I think you called it the remastering type of engine, but then we saw more of it and it kind of became more so, not really a remastering engine. I added more. It's more like a mimic type of system that they had built in where it would have 3 tiers. So it's 1, 2, and 3. It would do PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games. You can download the games and basically you can play them naturally on the console. Since we talked about that, again, dudes were like, they were acting like it was going to happen next year. No. What did we say last time? This is more of a pipe dream of what can happen down the road. They're working towards, and now you're hearing more reports of. So you already know I got to get your take on this, man. We talked about this for like almost 2 hours live, and it was funny as hell. Yeah. We had too much fun with it, but how do you feel about hearing about this now coming about? Like, what's your thoughts, man?
Yo, I've been saying this the whole time. Yeah. So let's sometimes you got to remind people, you know what I mean? So let's remind people, right? So the first of the month, January 1st, 2020, right? And I had this information since 2018. And I knew that they started it in 2012.
Right. You just didn't know the progress. Of where it was. Right. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm gonna tell everybody in the chat, if you want to, you can Google Hip Hop Gamer CES PlayStation Now. And this is, I think, 2012, 2013. And I did an interview with my man, because we talked about Shenmue and some other stuff and Mark Cerny and everything like that, right? So all the way back then, when it was like before the PS, even before PS now with Gaikai, shout out to my man David Perry, because I had personal like meetings where I sat down with David Perry in an area, you know what I mean, that we was in closed off and stuff like that, where's, you know, quite a few people, but it was more closed off. And that was back in 2012, playing Street Fighter on Gaikai and all this other stuff, and what the dream was and what it is ever since then. So I just wanted to make it very, very, very clear that when it comes to the who and the information, whatever, I'm the source, period. That's one. So now let's move on with what's going on today. So in 2020, January 1st, and then January 2nd, I think comicbook.com had put it out. Tyler Fisher had wrote about it, saying that Hip Hop Gamer says PlayStation Legacy backwards compatibility, all the systems in one, blah, 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 right? So everybody's excited and stuff like that, right? And then what happens? PlayStation drops, and then there's no backwards compatibility. Oh, Hip Hop Gamer, lying. Oh, Jim Ryan said we couldn't do it, blah, blah, blah. And then bringing up the messages about, oh, this don't look, why would anybody play this, blah, 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 right? So then now, I kept telling y'all, look at the patents, listen to the story that I told y'all, the documents that Bloomberg had got a hold of and stuff like this. I'm not sure what they saw, but I told y'all, I seen documents in 2018. Yeah. About this. Remember, I was at Michael Packer's party, chilling with certain people. You know what I mean? I was saying this, so I already knew what was coming. And so now that you hear, like, there shouldn't be no more debate now. Like, there should be no more nothing. Yeah, they actually announced a game preservation team. And you know what's so funny? That's not new. It's news to us now. But this ain't new news. This is old to me.
Full circle that we talked about numerous times. Like, remember we said everything comes full circle at some point.
Yes.
And that was another part of it. And when you put me on that technique, that little trick, and I did a video on it, and it blew my mind because it still came up with the resistance and PlayStation. You know what I'm talking about? When I facilitated that.
Oh yeah.
When I did that, I was like, okay, wait, hold up. Okay, now it really makes sense because we got a whole preservation team going around. We got Sony buying Bungie, not for IPs per se, right? They bought them for expertise and multiplayer.
Expertise, talent. Yep.
Exactly. We got 10 live service games that are going to be made for PlayStation that we know of, right? We don't know the names of the other ones, but we can throw two in there just off the bat. We can say SOCOM can most certainly be a games as a service if done right and thrown in that, right?
Yep.
But we also got Resistance. Resistance Fallen Man. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me updates on Resistance Fallen Man. It's coming. At this point, it's coming. We got a full preservation team to bring this game back and put it into PlayStation's legacy. I guess you might say put it in the legacy collection of the PlayStation Now premium service, and then that's going to get eyes on it, and then you're going to get more announcements for it. They'll probably go back to showing off the screenshots because, you know, Insomniac loves to do that. Fun fact about Insomniac, they think I don't notice because I stopped talking about it, then the screenshot stopped. Like, I see what y'all doing. But it's funny. So when we talk about this, so I do expect that to definitely come at some capacity, what they're doing. I do believe it so.
Yep, now it's definitely coming. And then another thing I was gonna say is, you see how they talk about the time trials and the game trials and stuff like that, right? So if y'all want to, in the chat, Google Hip Hop Gamer, try before you buy, PlayStation 5, all this other stuff, and then you'll see that early game demos. Google it. You don't you got Google listen, one thing about me, right? When I talk about something, right, we all can have opinions. We all can have hypotheses and think about this and think about that. What I'm telling you is the difference between me and everybody is, if I say something, I'll say it with a confirmation. You got to take a risk because, over the course of time, somebody could come out and say, no, it's not happening. Like, you know what I mean? And then you could be looking crazy. But you got to take a risk. When you know something, stand on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? People will say, this is happening, or it might not, or this and that. And then it's giving them a loophole to escape. So if they are wrong, they can say, well, I said it might. There's never any confirmation. You know what I mean? So, I like to get to the facts, bro, and I like to stand on what I know. And I'm telling y'all, this is going to be incredible because there's so many things that y'all don't know that ties into this. So let me put you on to something else Bit. So
What's up?
when I talked about the remastering engine and stuff like that, right? So if y'all want to right now, everybody in the chat, you could go look up Grand Theft Auto, right? And Grand Theft Auto, they have an AI scaling technology that can make it look completely different. It's like a filter. Like if you ever play Last of Us 2 and you beat the game, you can put an 8-bit filter on it. You can make it look like different type of ways.
Yeah.
It changed
Like
the style of the graphics.
Yeah.
It changed the style of the graphics. So if you go look at Grand Theft Auto 5 back from PS3, they actually have an AI upscaling technology that don't only just make games look better, but it could change the style of a way a game was designed and developed. So that's why AI plays a major role with this stuff. That's why I said what I said. And then the third thing is y'all got to pay attention to what Jim Ryan said, because Jim Ryan said that, wow, these games look and perform great on PS5, talking about the legacy joints and stuff like that. So I'm just... You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
New and existing franchises are coming to PS5, and that's basically it. We already knew Uncharted was coming eventually, because it's Uncharted. That's not gonna stop. Uncharted's gonna ain't stopping. Last of Us, we got confirmation of a remaster of the first one. Still a little confused about it, but again, we'll see it when we see it. And I'm guessing a sequel to that, if they are gonna make a sequel to that. But we also got Spider-Man 2. We got new games for
I broke the news on that. I broke the news on that. I said, yo, you can go Google it. Hip Hop Gamer, Spider-Man 2, Venom 2023, because I did a video showing y'all new technology that's gonna be in the game that's gonna have more ground impact because of Venom. There's gameplay that's attached to Venom and certain moves that he's gonna do that's gonna make a big impact when you hit the ground. It's gonna indent the ground, and you're gonna see different types of gameplay. And you can even ask my man Paris, because back in 2019 when we was at the Ubisoft event, I think for Far Cry New Dawn, I was the one who was showing Paris. I'm like, yo, look. You see this right here? You see this right here? This is what the games look like. He was blown away. Guess what that was? Quixel. And then Unreal pitched them up. And then I did an interview with Galen Davis to confirm everything. Dog, don't play me ever. I do what I do, son. Like, you know what I mean? So let's go.
I see. So will you be able to put your PS2 disc in the PS5? That's the thing. I don't think the way Sony's doing it, it'll work like that. I mean, unless the pipe dream falls in line of what we covered, right, where they mastered it, then yes. But right out the gate, probably not. It will probably take a few testing, like, you know, those little patches and whatnot and tweaking to get it to where it is. Thing about Microsoft done it right. Microsoft legit had a full-fledged, like, dedicated team to the whole thing. And so Sony usually goes at their own particular pace when they do stuff like this. So they could do it, but it will probably work via digital, where you just download them strictly from it, as opposed to plugging in a disc right out the gate, just to give you the option. But more than likely, the physical will come later if they really fully implement it. So we'll see. Yeah.
So another thing, just to add to that, from what I know, yes, eventually you will, because you're not reading it off the disc in a traditional sense. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a license barrier so that they can know that it read it. But it's not coming from the disc. It's the same way the Xbox do it right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm trying to say, is with what's going on right now, dog, with the preservation team that PlayStation has, me and Red Infamy, we was watching a video last night or 2 nights ago. Y'all need to Google Garrett. I forgot his last name, but you need to Google the GDC talk with EA Games and how they are preserving games and what it takes to actually do it and why it's important to do it, the money you make from having it, all this other stuff. These are the things that, like, was been broken down before. Remember, in 2009, if I'm not mistaken, this is like an old N4G article, I believe. I was the one that was saying that Halo HD remake was coming, Final Fantasy VII remake is coming, and the new thing in the industry is going to be remasters. And that lasted for like a good 10 years, and now it's going to be going from remasters to remakes. Because it's going to be more valuable. Like, dog, I've been following the timeline. Remember, like, I don't just interview developers and call it a day. I got real relationships with people. Like, you kidding me? So I'm just telling you, like, pay attention to what's going on. And then also a lot of the patents that we was looking at before, just because a patent came out now, you got to understand when it was made, when it was granted, when it was this. Like it's you got to follow timelines.
Like I did,
and that's what people forget.
Like that video with remember how remember when we were talking about RDNA 2 for PS5?
Yes.
Custom. Remember I said
Yes.
there was a lot of people that were like, it's not full RDNA 2 or it's not RDNA 2 because of mesh rendering and all that. But then I covered a patent that covered that it is because Mark Cerny had his own variant of it where he made mesh rendering techniques, and that was confirmed. That was already in the system, and now they just confirmed what hip hop. Variable refresh rate is on PlayStation 5. So it's like, again, we keep telling people, like, listen, they went about things their way to get the different results. That's all it is. Like, it's the same same result, but different paths to get to the result. So you have their way and their takes of doing it. But a lot of people, again, they kind of want things to be traditional. It's like, not everybody's going to follow that tradition. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And then there was a talk about when we talked about machine learning, and I was telling you about DLSS. And y'all could go right now, Google hip hop gamer DLSS NVIDIA, like in 2018 or something like that. When I was telling them about that's NVIDIA revealed to me.
It was the Unreal Engine, right? I think that's where that's the video I quoted you the most. I think it was the Unreal Engine when we saw the demo, right, for the first time for PS5, and it was 1800p 30 FPS, or you know what I'm talking about when we first saw
of course I know what you're talking about. But I'm talking about an interview that I did way before then. This was like in 2018 when I did this with NVIDIA, and they was telling me that 8K gaming is definitely possible simply because of the way you could internalize resolution and get the output of this, like that. The technology is
put it
there.
To different assets like the rocks that we saw in that demo, or the statues and whatnot. Like 8K textures.
Yeah, you could drop it in. Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you right now. Like when NVIDIA is doing that, it's amazing. But FSR 2.0, AMD, I only know how to be number one. You know what I'm saying? AMD number one. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? So now AMD can do the same thing that DLSS can in terms of achieving similar results, but it's easier to implement. That was always the goal. So that right there is crazy. Wait till you see 2.0. That joint is ridiculous. But outside of just the 2.0, bro, one of the other things that's crazy that we talked about before that's coming to fruition now is when you see how these games perform. And I give you an example. You could go right now on your PlayStation and you can look at PS2 games that are authored as PS4 titles, but they're not PS4 titles. Go play Dark Cloud 2 right now. It's a PS2 title authored as a PS4, but when you play it, it's in 1080p, 60 frames per second. So get ready, son. Get ready.
It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff to be excited for going down with Sony. They clearly see where the industry's going and where the trend is. Shout out to Ari. What's up, Ari? He says, "What up, hip hop? What up, Brown? What up?" Perfect image with the 2. He says, "Hey, Bit and hip hop, is it possible for Vita 2 to come out?" I don't think Sony will ever give another handheld a try. As much as I would like to see them try it, especially with the Steam Deck making waves like it is, and Nintendo doing this thing with the Switch. Problem is, I don't think they're gonna take the risk again after the Vita, sadly, and that sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, they found their situation, and that's VR. So they're gonna continue to push that.
That's wild though, because a lot of us thought VR wasn't really gonna be that crazy as a thing. I didn't think it was gonna be like that, especially with the Move controllers that we had at the time. Now it's got its own dedicated, thing now, and it looks tight. I ain't gonna lie, it looks dope. That's like the most high tech looking VR headset you're getting from them. Question is the price tag though. I don't know if it's gonna be 4. I think it might be 500. I think that might be 5.
Because it's a lot of expensive technology in there, but they do got great relationships to offset costs. That's all I can say about that part.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's all I'm saying. They got great relationships that will offset costs.
I'll take that. So there you guys go, man. The legacy back in Pat, man. I mean, personally, that was like one of the longest ongoing hurdles me and this dude had to go through for a while when we first started talking about it. But again, like I told you guys, stuff like this you gotta be patient for, and you gotta really listen. That's just it. And you'll see the bits and pieces of it. And you kept seeing more to the story happen. And now Sony, with their dropping games on PC, they're like really going back into their legacy for games to drop on the other console. And that's where Resistance, SOCOM and all of that, are looking to make that big return. And let me ask you this though: what's your thoughts on Sony's strategy now? I know you've seen really Microsoft doing it too. I mean, we got games kind of going towards this mobile approach where we got ads possibly making their way in free-to-play games. Like, how do you feel about it? Do you think it's a good or bad thing? Personally, I see it. It depends on how they do it, right? Like, for example, let's say they have McDonald's part of a game. Let's say that McDonald's ad would show up on the TV, like to make it look realistic, like it's in your time type of thing. Maybe that would be cool. But I don't think there's gonna be ads you have to pay to remove. I don't think it's gonna be like that. But what's your thoughts on this?
This is a wait and see approach. All I'm saying is whatever ad situation happens, as long as it's not intrusive to my gameplay experience, then I don't care. But if it's interrupting my gameplay experience, it's going to be a problem. And I'm pretty sure Sony knows that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think they're going to make a mistake on that. I just think they're going to find better, unique ways for advertisers to be involved in their games. And if it is a situation where, so if you look at, I was talking about this with Red Infamy the other night. Mm-hmm. If you look at Facebook, Meta, now Instagram, all this other stuff, there's a requirement on how you even have to structure your ad in order for the ad to even get approved to be used.
Right.
So you can't just do anything and like put it up there. It has to be done in a way where it makes sense to the core platform that doesn't alienate the audience's experience with a title that's being developed. Yeah. So I don't see them making that mistake. And then honestly, after all the mistakes that PS3 went through and the way they redeemed themselves with PS4, I'm pretty sure they're going to be very, very cautious.
Yeah, I
and
expect
very, very
subtle.
Strategic.
Yeah.
Like very
subtle
subtle
stuff. Like for Fortnite, for example, you know how Fortnite got like that green drink that's for the health one. I forgot what it's called, but I can see them partnering with like Monster, and it'll be
Mountain Dew or Monster,
and drinking Mountain.
Yeah, that was
like, there you go. Because we saw it in Death Stranding. Death Stranding had the Monster energy drinks and whatnot. Then they changed it to. I don't think it's a real brand right now. It's like a different type of.
It's probably like a
brand,
in-game brand.
Yeah.
But that goes to the point of what we're saying. Yeah. It doesn't take. They made it a part of the gaming experience.
Right.
So it has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So
the new Sony Bravia TVs can be in this stuff.
Yep. All of it.
Man, that's how I can see it for sure.
All of that. Yep. I agree wholeheartedly. I think that's going to be interesting, but I don't have a problem with it as long as it doesn't interfere with my games. Yeah, that's my stance.
I'm with you 110%. The moment I see an ad pop up and it says, "Please wait 5 minutes before," that'd be like the new loading screen. I swear. That'd be like the new loading screens of 2020.
Nah, bro. It's gonna be a problem, son. Like if I'm playing God of War Ragnarok and I'm fighting Thor, and in the middle of my fight, I'm up swinging the axe, and they say, "Hi, we are showing you the."
Yeah. You're gonna hear
somebody get hurt. Somebody get hurt. I'm telling you, like that joint's crazy, son. Somebody's feelings will be hurt. But word up. So
shout out to be done. What up, brother? 15 months of support as a channel member. I appreciate you, my dude. Welcome. Good to see you. Nah, man. What are you most excited for with this? With this legacy back in Like, is there a particular game that you want to see return? You already know what mine is. Mine's Resistance, but
I know.
In your particular lineup that you would really, really want, especially on the PS3.
Oh man, dog, there's so many games, man. I know we have we talked about So Calm, and I confirmed that too. That's coming. I'm telling you, like you know what I'm saying. But either way, Metal Gear Solid 4. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love that game. I still want to be able to play that.
I'm mad in an option right now for that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Metal Gear Solid 4. Definitely want to play that. I think that joint is one of the dopest games. The first Infamous, you know what I mean? I love that game. Would love to play that. I was playing NBA Street Volume 3. You know what I'm saying? On PS2 on the PS2 emulator. Yesterday, enjoying that, Cool Borders and SSX Tricky, like just thinking about all these games that we're gonna be able to tap into. And what I'm trying to tell y'all, let me explain something to y'all as well. Like this whole preservation team, like I said, is newly announced, but it's not new. they been in the lab working on stuff. When y'all see the way this eventually happens, when the puzzle pieces really start fitting in and you see the big picture clearer, like more clearly, it's this. Everybody's gonna have PlayStation Plus Premium. Like it's like everybody's gonna have it or work hard to get it. Like PlayStation Plus Premium.
They have to bring it. They have to bring it for me to really like, consider it though. I mean, granted, you got PS1, 2, 3, 4, and PSP games. They said it was PSP games. Yeah, PSP. So that's good because Ape Escape Academy is one of my favorite PSP games. I love that game. I would love the
definitely. But, and I love the God of War, PSP games as well. Like the Ghost of Spartas and
those
stuff like that. So like yeah. You know what I mean? So
they got games, but the thing is though, especially with Microsoft with these deals, the lower pricing, I think that's the scary thing for a lot of people. And they really want to see, what exactly are you offering me? You know what I mean? Like compared to the competition. So I do agree that people will buy into this, but the thing is, what kind of numbers are you expecting? Are you expecting like a 30% up into this premium tier? Do you think 10%? Me personally, it comes down to what they truly show. And also, there's one thing too they're missing out on that we talked about. It was Crunchyroll. Remember that? I don't know if that's a tier. If that's a tier, then okay, I can see people jumping on it just for the anime alone for that. But I don't know. Like it's a lot of stuff they got to do personally for me to go. It's completely worth it at this point. You know what I mean? Right now, it's kind of like.
Well, for me, it's been worth it. Period. Look. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand gamers today. I just really don't. I can't really relate or understand. I'm gonna tell you why. You have a service in Game Pass and in PlayStation Plus, where like literally right now. In the PlayStation collection alone, just those 20 games right there alone is incredible. Like for you to play right now if you never played them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Period. PlayStation right now, got crazy games you could download and play right now, like hundreds. Game Pass, tons of games. So to me, I feel like I can't stand saying I feel like because everybody say it. I don't like saying it. What I will say, that's what we're gonna do. What I will say is this. Ask people, like for real, how many games like you really play and complete like in a year? Like let's really get down to the nitty-gritty, like the average person. When you look at the value that you're getting with all of these subscription services, all of them are over-delivering. All of them is phenomenal. I can't understand why anybody would be like, I don't know. If you're a gamer, there's no I don't know. The only I don't know I should see is if you are a casual gamer, you don't really game a lot, so you're not even sure because this ain't really what you do. It's literally like a pastime. But when you're a gamer hardcore, you want everything as easy as you could get it. So if you're gonna tell me I'm gonna get 700 plus games from a service, I'm playing as much as I can because you never know what you're going to discover. I'm a gamer. Like, that's what we do. It's like, if you come and tell me that, to prove my point, think about this mentality back in the day. Back in the day, we used to have to go to the store and buy a cassette tape, buy a CD. We used to have to do that. We didn't have Spotify and all these other stuff back in the day. So imagine if you walked into a record store back in like 1990 or something like that, and somebody told you, I'll give you 100 albums for $1. Or I'll give you 100 albums and all you gotta do is give me $15 a month for the year. So when you think about it like that, what the whole point of what I'm saying is people are spoiled, gamers are spoiled, they take everything for granted now and don't appreciate nothing. So when you see something that is great, you so quick to hate on it or judge it, as opposed to just like it's not cool to just be happy. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Like you said before,
crazy to me.
Everybody wants the most, right, for what you're paying for. That's why a lot of people are calling for day and date for Sony to follow this, this type of trend now. I don't think they'll go that route, but I do see. Remember how we used to wait a year or 2 years for games to go to whether it be like a different platform, like PC, for example, right? Now it feels like 6 months is where that's going to cut off at when this service fully comes out and these games are dropped to the premium. If that makes sense, I can see it, because 6 months, that's more than enough time for a game to really, you know what I mean, make its mark in the industry, like in terms of sales and whatnot. That's definitely it.
Well, that's the whole concept behind the trials. Like,
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Like, you can play all these games day one anyway. It's just you have a timer on it, and that's fair, because one of the things that Jim Ryan said. Oh, let's get into it. Let's get into it, son. One of the things that Jim Ryan said, right? He was talking about how they don't want to compromise the quality of their games by just throwing everything day one on some service.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about the quality of games. I'm asking you, the chat, everybody chime in. Who really got the best quality games in the industry, and who has had the best quality games in the industry for like literally the longest time? Is Xbox or PlayStation? Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
The talent don't lie.
Yeah.
Talent don't lie.
There ain't no.
You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, they bought studios now, but the thing about the studios, that we have to wait type of thing, and that's the thing. We don't have that much. We don't even know. We don't have updates on none of this. We have Avowed and stuff like that. We're gonna get. I do have. I don't know about you. I have high hopes for Avowed. I think Avowed's gonna be good. I think Hellblade 2 is gonna be good, but
yeah.
What else?
Are we talking quality?
Yeah,
no. I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about quality. I'm not talking about what's coming out. I'm talking about what's out. I'm talking about what's out right now. You go buy and play, and we're talking quality.
It's
very
nothing. One-sided. It's very one-sided.
There's nothing, period, that touches Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart right now. Nothing. Nothing.
Dude, Rift Apart looks like a damn Pixar movie.
It's a Pixar quality movie that you can play right now. Go play it right now. Come on, B. Like, all the stuff leading up to the systems coming out. All the details about what a system could do, we've seen it first on the PlayStation side. Like, I'm just keeping it a buck. I don't want to hear nobody say anything about, oh, he just this, he just that. I have everything.
You do.
When I tell you I have everything, I have everything. Since I was a kid, I always wanted everything. And now that I can get everything, I got and play everything. I don't care. So you can't tell me nothing, because I have completely different experiences on everything. So my joint is fire. So the point I'm trying to make is this. If you look at, forget your feelings, I'm talking about results, statistics, what's proven. PlayStation is going to allow everybody, like, day and date, to at least try out the hottest and latest games.
Yeah,
and if you like it, buy it.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now.
I'm talking about like how developers are gonna feel about it. Because I think they said if the game is more than $35, $35. So it's gonna be whatever is higher than that. It'll be required. Game trial. So I'm guessing all PlayStation exclusives will have game trials at this point.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course.
So they're doing that.
Of course. But even the third parties.
Yeah, that's
but even the third parties will have it. Even the third parties will have it because it's on that platform. So even the third parties will have it when it comes to that joint. So here's the thing, and David Perry said this as well. And y'all could go look this up as well. So David Perry was saying that, one of the biggest issues when it came to the try before you buy situation, and why he was having a hard time with it, is because there's certain companies, not the developers, but the publishers, that don't want their game to be in that system of try before you buy, because they know that the game is bad, but they got to make some sort of sales off of it. And if people play it before they buy it, they know it's going to ruin their investment. And the problem is the publishers will force the developers to do a rush job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they got deadlines to meet based on investments that was made and the style of investment that was made.
Yeah.
So a lot of games, that could have been great games wound up being horrible games simply because of that method. And if you had a try before you buy method as a standard for all games, it would be problematic for the industry because certain publishers, they got the power and the money to invest aren't necessarily gamers or care about the culture themselves. They just want what they can get out of it.
They just want what they can get out there when it drops. And I agree completely. Like, it can help a game, make no mistake about it. A true like trial can definitely help a game out. Like, for example, if they had this around for Guardians of the Galaxy, remember back when they first started getting all that heat and they just dropped the trial there, I think that would have changed a lot of perspectives. Even before, obviously, the game changed perspectives anyway when it dropped. But again, it can help, but at the same time, I would say it can hurt a game. Because remember Beyond Two Souls? Beyond Two Souls was a good game. It had some good moments, right? But there were some sections in that game that a lot of people simply didn't like, and it dragged, like the desert sequence. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it wasn't as good as Heavy Rain. It wasn't as good as Heavy Rain. It wasn't as good as Heavy Rain. You know, but here's another thing I would say. You see how Guardians of the Galaxy all of a sudden got an uptick as soon as it dropped on Game Pass, right? Mm-hmm. But that was many months later because so many people was trying to downplay Guardians of the Galaxy before they even played it or experienced it because they are looking at the Marvel game that what's the name? I can't think of the Avengers title, and they aligning the Avengers title with Guardians of the Galaxy, and because Avengers wasn't all of that great with their online component and the way they try to do that, and then you got this other Marvel game coming up, they associated them in the same sentence. So it left a stain, an unfair stain on Guardians of the Galaxy when that game is incredible across the board. Guardians of the Galaxy is insane.
I did not play it, but I heard really, really good things about it. Which is good. I'm glad that they proved the haters wrong. But you know what it was though? It was Avengers. The Avengers game is what really hurt.
Yeah, it messed it up.
Yeah.
Now think about this. If instead of waiting until it dropped on Game Pass for everybody to be like, oh, this is actually fire, we missed out. If they had a trial day and date, then the game itself would have proved that, yo, this is fire. I don't know what these people talking about. Right. And it would have been great out the gate versus being great later.
I agree. No, I agree completely.
Come on, bro.
I agree, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Let me read these super chats real quick. Shout out to Suffer So Proud 83. Yo, shout out to you, man. Always supporting everybody. Big support over there, especially for Solid Cast. Appreciate you, bro. He says, what's up, Bit? Sorry I'm late to the cast, bro. Here to support. He dropped a $20 super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. My brother, the Wandering Dutch, with the £2 super chat. He says, shout out to my brother, Big Cloud. Awesome guest. Shout out to Dutch. Appreciate it. Novocaine with the 5. He says, hey, hip-hop, the GOAT. When do you think we're getting that DualSense DLC hot and cold controller? I need that. Shout out to my favorite YouTuber, Big Cloud. Shout out to you. Nova.
So you know what? Now you know what's so funny. With the hot and cold, that was back in 2018 again when I was using the Capto glove and stuff like that, and they was in talks with PlayStation and had technology already that was tested for the PlayStation controller, a version of a PlayStation controller. Now that PlayStation VR 2 is about to drop soon, I'm gonna tell you this. I really believe that's gonna be associated with the VR joint. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you look at the VR, right, the way they have it set up with the haptics and everything like that, one of the biggest studies that they did, Sony as well as the company that did the Capto glove at that particular time, they was running a lot of tests on a lot of people that was disabled. So, so they was trying to give them a sense of reality in areas that they didn't have any. And stuff like that. So that's why, and y'all could go look this up too. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's QVC. But if you type in, I think it's Smell-O-Vision with
I do remember
with
that,
virtual reality and stuff like that, where they have a sense of smell, heat, hot and cold, and different haptics to give you certain senses to enhance the actual senses in your brain. The feel of touch and stuff like that. All that stuff is there. Like I actually held they would have a picture on screen. So they would have a picture of ice on screen, and it'd feel like I was holding ice in my hand. And then they would put a picture of fire, and it'd feel like I was like holding a fireball in Skyrim and like throwing it. then they had a mug, and it felt like I was holding something. It wasn't hot, but it felt like it was warm.
Something was in it.
Like, yes.
Okay.
So I already had these experiences, and this is technology that will eventually come, to places. That's the whole concept of dual sense, heighten your senses, is that. So they are probably gonna have a controller maybe in like another year or so that represents that, but it is happening.
Okay,
according to my understanding. So
if it doesn't, like Sony loves to take assets and resources and carry them over towards the next one or the pro models, because we know we're gonna get pro models at this point.
We're getting pro models.
There's no denying it at this point, because the state of the world, and I know a lot of people were they still can't get their hands on a PS5. For those of you wondering, if you can get a PS5 right now at Walmart, they're actually in stock, by the way. Run and get that, because like, think about it, look how long it took just to be able to like try to get a system, son. Yeah,
I've never seen this before, dog. Never seen this.
It was never this chaotic. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, it was chaotic. Like, remember the PS3 when there was like shootings online, people were running and
like day one. But we talking day one.
That's day one. You had the weirdos that were breaking consoles and getting their ass kicked in the street for breaking consoles. But again, that was day one vibe back then. Now it's like, this is 2 years after pretty much the console's release, and you still can't guarantee one.
Still can't get.
Not even Microsoft.
Not even Microsoft. That's crazy.
Microsoft, a lot of people, I talked down on it because I thought it was weird. Oh, shout out to Blaze with the $5 super chat. He says, hip hop gamer, my dude, Sony's guide. What up, Blaze? But
Blaze in the building, my dude. Love you, bro. What's poppin', son? Always got love for Blaze, man. Shout out to Blaze, son. That's just my dude. Real talk. Hey, Blaze. I'm gonna tell you this real quick. Remember how I used to always give you those settings on the TV? I don't know what TV you got now, but I'm telling y'all right now, the LG C1, period. Y'all want to talk about like the greatest TV ever made so far? The LG C1, period. And I'll show you how to set it up so you can get the experience that I'm getting, period.
Oh man!
All right, let's go, dog. My bad.
I'm gonna tag them in this call so that way y'all catch up. Y'all been we barely talked these months because you be busy as hell, but we'll do that. RGT, hit me up in the DM, bro. I gotta see if you available for Friday, because we gotta talk. We gotta talk, brother. But anyway, back to this. So Sony can't guarantee your PS5. Microsoft found use out of a unit that we both were like, what was the point behind this unit? But now it's like, damn, it's kind of brilliant. The Xbox Series S.
It's coming through in the clutch. That's the only thing that really people can get.
So it's selling though. I mean, they do it well. So I can't even fault them. They're doing well.
Can't complain. Yeah,
so,
that's good. They doing good.
But you know what I haven't seen?
What?
That digital edition for the PS5. It was like, bro, we only saw a handful of those, and they disappeared. And the only time, like, you might even forget about it. You might forget that it exists, right? You have to watch the PS5 reveal trailer to know that it was a digital edition, because there's no digital editions ever found out here. But nah, I
barely know anybody that has the digital version.
Exactly. And that was the one I wanted. I think that was the one I was lobbying for the most. I was like, dude, I don't know if I want a physical, but it ended up getting a physical. I enjoy my physical, but
Yep. Nah, I got you. I love my PlayStation 5, son.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fire. One.
That's all it is.
Period. So I got a few of them, son.
Word up. A few?
Of course I do.
Let's be over reflection. I mean, you got 3.
Dang, son. I ain't gonna say what I really got. You know what I'm saying? People be looking me up and everything like that. Nah, son. Let's just say I'm fortunate. Let's just say I'm fortunate.
There you go. Hey, no cap, no comment.
Word.
No comment.
Oh my gosh,
you know I was gonna say it. No comment.
Oh man, this is funny, bro.
Hey, you know how it is, man. So how you feeling, man? How you feeling on this industry, man? We went from talking about strictly console sales. Now we're talking about engagement numbers. That kind of
Yeah,
changed
man.
the whole game, didn't it? I mean, I know Microsoft was doing it. A lot of people are going, "Oh, Microsoft changed the narrative." I know I was a part of that, but now it's like that seems to be what Sony's talking about: engagement. How you feel about this, man? Nobody's talking about the sales numbers. Only the fans are, but nobody's talking about that.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about any of these things.
Yeah. So here's the deal with the engagement numbers. The engagement numbers is a result of a profitability shift. So I'll give you an example of what I mean, right? In the music industry, like, so here's what happens. And everybody listen up. Hopefully this will help you. So any industry that you're in, when it becomes too easy to produce the quality within the industry, then the industry becomes oversaturated. And when you're dealing with oversaturation, it's not about sales. It's about competing for attention.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So everything now is attention based, which relates to engagement. And that's how you determine success now. So when a company or a venture capitalist is like, yo, we want to invest, or we looking for something to invest, they care more about the engagement versus just a sale, because it's all about usership. I give you an example. When you have subscription services, you're focused on what? User base.
Yeah.
There you go. User base, concurrent, all these other things. So these are the metrics that they utilizing now to determine value, so that they can get the funding for products that they want to create.
Yeah.
So so just keep in mind, right? Remember, back in the day, back in 2006, when YouTube just came out and stuff like that, not many people was up on it. So it wasn't about watch time. How many views you got? How many views you got? Then all of a sudden, you got to have this amount of subscribers to this. All of a sudden now, your watch time got to be this. And now you see things start to change. The easier things get, the more oversaturated it's going to be. Case in point, if you see somebody, look at hip hop today. You don't got to be nice. You don't got to even have real skill. You can just know the right person or do enough dumb stuff to garner enough attention, because attention is valuable. So if you're able to gather and garner attention, they're going to put enough investment behind you, which will draw the big crowd, and now you have your profit margin. So
world starting to get their careers up, you know.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, it's the same thing in the gaming industry. It's still like that.
Yeah.
Look, Microsoft's the business model traditionally wasn't working for Microsoft anymore.
Yeah.
So they had to find another way to be valuable the way they used to be. Because if you look at the 360 days, 2005, we're in 2022 now, Gears of War would sell like crazy. Halo would sell like crazy. Call of Duty is like, you know what I'm saying? Like the profit, everything made sense. So that's how they did the business.
Yep.
Microsoft being who they are, let's go to a boardroom meeting. Let's figure out what can we do? What can we offer that only we can do in this particular fashion? Okay, subscription. Because why? Everybody behavior-wise are already accustomed to subscription services. So you know what?
Yeah.
Let's, instead of building it, let's just buy it. Now that we know that it works. Because one of the things that Microsoft invests in is data. Just like every other company, data is everything. That's why when you power up your video games now, they ask you before you can even play a game, is your data allowed to be used? So legally, you can't sue nobody for using your data because you willingly gave it up. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the next generation of how we measure value. Now with PlayStation Now merging with PlayStation Plus means that PlayStation Now goes from 3.3 million subscriber base to like a 53.4 million subscriber base just with that one move. So when you think about the subscriber base, the games, the backwards compatibility, and all the new stuff that's coming out, the try before you buy, that's going to be the ultimate service that you're going to get on PlayStation and PC eventually cohesively, and they're going to dominate. Now I'm going to tell you something else. This is what you got to pay attention to. Pay attention to the moves that Sony is making with the Unreal, with Epic Games in these investments. And pay attention. There's going to be other moves made soon. One of the reasons, this is what I heard. One of the reasons why a lot of investment is happening with Epic Games and Unreal Engine is because Sony is trying to secure a business at the engine level. So every game that's made, Sony as a corporation will get a piece of.
Oh, so they're trying to form a capital type of alliance type of thing. What'd you say?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but now the reason why this works for a company like Sony is because of leverage. Yeah. See, Microsoft has leverage in the services world. Sony got leverage in the music world. They got leverage in the movies world. They got leverage in the anime world. They got leverage in the TV world, electronics world. So because Sony have a different level of leverage, they come with different assets that's more valuable to Epic Games. Why? Okay, so you got the Mandalorian being used with Unreal Engine, but it's a what? TV show. You see how all the dots are connecting? So pay attention. This is why I try to tell people, y'all focused on the wrong stuff. Y'all worry about literally nothing. Like, you know what I mean? You need to be focusing on these timelines and what's going on and why these investments are being made. Yeah. Because Sony, in order for Sony to compete financially with a Microsoft, because Microsoft is not just utilizing their gaming division. Microsoft is using Microsoft to compete against PlayStation.
Pretty much.
PlayStation, you know what I'm saying? So Sony can't compete directly with Microsoft from a financial standpoint, but gaming division wise, Sony's number one. Yeah. So how can I utilize my investments in my gaming division to allow me to be competitive in every market? And this is how they're doing it.
I mean, they got 2 guaranteed games that's going to do, like, I already know Spider-Man 2 is going to beat Spider-Man 1 sales record. I already know that's going to do it. Like, you already know. You saw Venom. You knew it was time, bro. Kraven the Hunter, it's a wrap. That's going to outsell that. But the thing that I am most excited for is Wolverine. I'm wondering how Wolverine is going to push that on, because you know Logan was so well received as a movie, and you know that has so many ties, and they said it's mature rated, so you already know.
I'm gonna tell you something. I can't say much. I made a video not too long ago about Wolverine. What I said was this, because I can't really talk much at all.
Yeah.
Now I will tell you about Wolverine like this. The first thing I will tell you, in terms of right now, currently as we stand, Ratchet & Clank got all this stuff. No game looks like Wolverine. No game looks better than Wolverine right now.
None.
No game. Not one. No. Not every game you ever seen. Everything you ever seen. Nothing looks better than Wolverine right now.
This would be the Mona Lisa
like
of
this.
their other games right now.
Put like this. You saw what we saw with the Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get ready. Get ready. You saw what you saw with the Matrix, Dimbo?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Get ready. Get ready. That's one. That's one thing I'm going to say. Now, the second thing I'm going to say, right? God of War is going to take a break after Ragnarok. You're not going to see Kratos again for another 3 to 4 years.
I can see that, yeah.
Here's what I'm going to tell you, though. Don't worry about it. It won't be needed.
Yeah, they got a lot of shit.
Let me explain to you. No. Let me explain to you.
Take it away.
Wolverine is more brutal than Kratos. The game itself is more brutal and darker than Kratos.
Really?
Period. And you know, Kratos is my great. God of War is my favorite franchise ever.
Oh yeah,
Kratos is my favorite character ever. Yeah. My favorite Marvel character ever is Wolverine. Though I'm telling you right now. Touching it. Now, here's the third thing I want to say, because we was talking about this earlier, but I didn't get a chance to touch on it. If you play Life is Strange True Colors right now, and you play it on PC, one of the things that y'all be able to see in the graphics department is when you go to the textures and the detail, it goes from low, medium, high, cinematic. That's an option. So you see when you saw that Coalition joint where they showed the Unreal Engine 5 Coalition trailer thing, and it was all cinematic that was able to run in game, but it was the cinematic quality.
Yeah.
So what I can tell you now is that going forward in the next 2 years, PC titles will go up to the cinematic level. And especially on PlayStation, the engines, plural, the engines that Sony has internally, proprietary, you will see cinematic in-game graphics while you walk around. And that scene that we saw with Logan in the bar.
Yeah. When
Stuff like that.
And the claws come out.
You see that? You see that, right? Once again, get ready. Because what people don't know is that scene that you saw right there can be rendered in real time on PS5. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yep. You can quote me. You can quote me on everything. I stand by everything I say. Like, okay. I'm right a lot.
I got
like
you.
I'm right a lot.
I got you.
So
I heard it here. Y'all heard it here today. Y'all heard it today.
You know what I'm saying? I'm right a lot. And and I'm telling you right now, ahead of time, put some respect on my name. The GOAT of the game. Put some respect on my name. Credit me. Every time you talk about everything I ever broke, credit me. I ain't talking about you because I know you do it. I'm just saying. All these outlets, like comicbook.com, don't just credit me one time or twice here and there. And then, no. Credit me every time you talk about what I broke or talked about or initiated. Credit me every time. I need to be a part of everything.
.biz doesn't quote you, which blew me away. I was like, wait, whoa.
Yeah, credit me every time. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
Credit me every time. Much love to Jeff Grubb and all the stuff that he do, but he ain't break nothing. Like if Jason Schreier, much love the way he do at Bloomberg, good work and stuff like that. But all this talk about PlayStation and merging all this stuff and what credit me. Like, credit me. That's all I ask for. I show everybody love and respect. All I ask is be ethical. Be ethical. Credit me. Credit me. And if you didn't know, you didn't know. Fine. But if you know, change it. So update it.
That's the thing. I mean,
fix it.
We saw
I do it.
Bro, we saw
I would do it.
Record time though. What happened in record time when the legacy back and patch stuff really came back and all the stuff that we talked about to the T started getting greenlit and everything.
Everybody want to try to take credit. Like, for example, King Thrash. Shout to King Thrash. I forgot who it was. Somebody had gave him credit for recently for the Hideo Kojima stuff that was going around when the pictures there. And I was like, nah, that's me. And I know now listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something else because I got a track record. I don't speak just because it sounds good. I got a track record. So you see how Kojima, shout to Kojima, that's my bro right there. I gotta actually interview him again soon too. So Kojima came out and said that they're still gonna be independent and everything like that. Yeah, okay, I hear you. Okay, here's what I'm gonna tell you.
Blue Point said that's a funny thing.
Here's what's that. Same thing that Blue Point said. That's one, but two. Not only that, there was a point in time where shout out to my brother Ted Price and the family over at Insomniac Games. This was a while ago. We're not doing no game or no other system. We're just on PlayStation. Next thing you know, what's that game that came out? Ruse or something like that. It wasn't that good of a game, but it was on Xbox and everything like that. Oh, I thought y'all wasn't making games on other systems. I broke that. They said it would, and this is the company saying that was going to happen. So the point I'm trying to make is, me have taken stances against companies that would say something different, and I would stand on my own too, and I would be proven right. And then the moment I'm proven right, all of a sudden, let's not make a big spectacle about it because Hip Hop Gamer was right. But if I'm wrong about something, if I'm wrong, they're gonna make sure everybody know I'm wrong. So when I say I'm the GOAT of the game, it's because literally what I had to face. My resume versus anybody. You don't want that smoke. So the point,
how many trolls we had on that stream when we were talking about it, but then notice nowhere to be found.
Yeah. So the point I'm trying to make is, like shout out to Foxy Games UK. You know what I mean? Shout out to like certain people that credit me and stuff like that. Marlon, I know Marlon credits me at times pretty often, so I appreciate that. Video Game Chronicles credit me. I reached out to them directly, personally, and they hit me up directly saying, "Oh, sorry, didn't know," and this and that. So I believe they updated things or will change it. I hope they do. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is credit me because I don't want to hear nothing about this. Oh, Black Lives Matter and we support this movement and we're all about this and we trying to help your company. Blah, blah, be the main ones like not doing it like that. That you're doing a disservice to the culture, and that goes for anybody or any group or whatever. It's just being human. Do what's right.
That's true.
Do what's right, B. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. put the credit. Look, I don't mind if I'm wrong about something and you call me out. I don't care.
I mean, I've gotten
like it comes with the territory. You're not gonna get everything right, but you ain't gonna get everything right, but I get a lot right. Yeah. And not only do I get a lot right, I get major stuff right.
Dude, you remember dudes were coming at my neck over the liquid metal cooling? I was the first one to talk about in the video.
Yep, with the liquid.
They was like, no, that's not happening. That's not happening. No. I'm like, okay, we'll see. Liquid metal cooling gets confirmed. Where were they at? About nowhere to be found. It's like, dude, listen. I'm not gonna get everything right. Hip hop gamers not gonna get everything right all the time. But guess what? Quote us when we right. That's it. Give respect.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, son. And other than that, I'm great, man. I'm doing amazing as always. A lot of things happening, going on. I actually made a cameo appearance in a brand new movie as well. Yeah, there's a new movie coming out. I think it's May 12th called "We Need to Talk," and it's about okay. You already know. Every time you hear those words, you never want to hear those words. So it's about this guy and this girl. He plays the game too much. She upset. We need to talk. But I make a cameo appearance in that movie. It's called We Need to Talk. So May 12th, it should be coming out. So y'all should definitely check it out. I'm gonna be doing some promotions on that. And I got a major interview coming up. I can't talk about it right now, but just know, y'all see me with Jim Carrey. Y'all see me with Idris Elba. I got somebody else on that caliber as well coming up real soon. So thank y'all for the love and support as always, man. And I'm telling you, like, yo, I do this for real. Go. And also, bro, I just launched on Fox Soul with Dame Dash. So shout out to Dame Dash and the whole OSG family. I'm on Dame Dash Studios now as well. So yeah, that's another joint. Man, okay. So we moving, bro.
There you go. Look at him. Did that in record time too. Look at that, see? A lot can happen in a year. See?
Yep. That's crazy right now, bro.
Shout out to this man right here. Yo, everybody hit that like button, man. We got 90 people in the chat. Let's get
a word. Much love, everybody.
I see y'all. What's up? What's up, Viper? What's up, everybody? I see y'all. Nah, man. It's crazy what has happened in 2 years. You know, you over here doing your thing here. Yeah, you surprised me when I saw your tweet. You was hosting the AMD gaming. I know you saw that in the title. I'm like, let's talk about that. How did you host the AMD gaming event? I was like, wait, whoa, what? Okay, let's talk about that. So how was that for you? Being at the show?
Bro, we made history, son. We made history at PAX East. Like the best booth ever at a PAX. There's never been that big of a crowd for one booth at PAX ever. We made history, son. I hosted that joint. Yeah. We hosted that joint. I hosted that joint. It was crazy. We were selling the hottest graphics cards and processors. We was giving away everything. We had the ultimate Halo 4v4 battle, and they was playing my music at the booth the whole time at PAX, dog. It was unreal. So
it was like it was like a takeover for you, basically, at that point.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, look. I'm an official brand partner with AMD. Yeah, I'm an official partner with AMD. Like, yo, look, bro, check it out. This is the new chain right here. You know what I'm saying? That's Furia Esports. So I'm with Furia. And if you look at the microphone says press start. You know, press start, then the Furia come out. God first and everything. And on my belt, I got the AMD joint on there, everything. Yo, we lit. So that's another partner, you know what I mean? That's with Hip Hop Gamer. So that's Logitech, boom.
Yeah,
AMD,
I thought you was with
boom.
The Logitech. That's why I remember.
Yeah,
because you was a long-time supporter of Logitech. They were.
Yeah, so Logitech, AMD, Furia Esports. You know what I'm saying? There's others that I can't even. Well, now Fox Soul and Dame Dash, but there's other stuff I can't even name yet. But dog, it's different with me, man. That's why I be trying to tell people. I'm like, yo, like when you love it, like genuinely love it, just keep putting that work in, focus, and make sure like there's enough for everybody. Like uplift people. There's enough for everybody, yo. I tell people all the time, son. Like the more you hate or be like, oh, why he this or why she that or what, I'm telling you, it's enough for everybody. Go get it.
Take notes of why. You know what I mean?
And go get it.
And get it. I tell all the time, especially with because you know it's funny. Your interview with John Cena made me go and do this. So we interviewed Mickey James not too long. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yeah. I remember. Congratulations on that, bro. Big Cloud in the building doing this thing, son.
Nah, but we got approved as press for WWE, so I can interview wrestlers now. So that was the cool thing about it. So again,
That's crazy.
A lot of stuff. So so
That's
why
amazing,
I'm like,
bro.
see, I got more wrestlers lined up. I'm gonna be asking on the show eventually. I'm just we've been working stuff behind the scenes, but nah, man, I'm happy though. I'm happy for you. I'm glad everything is going well, and like always, man, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show and talk about this industry. I know, so this industry can be good, and it could be those.
Yeah, nah, of course. Yo, bro. Like I tell people all the time, son, it's what you make it. It's what you make of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of people complain about what they don't like. There's a lot of things I can tell you that I don't like. Mm-hmm. But there's a lot of things that's amazing about the industry. So you know what I do? I consume and associate with the amazing, and I remain amazing myself. Period. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of bad things. There's a lot of things that's unfair. Fine. So what? That's life. What are you gonna do about it? You can only focus on what you can control. Period. Just do your thing, and what's yours will be yours. What's not for you, it won't be. And a lot of things that you want may not be good for you. Don't get hooked up on the moment and what you're seeing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, have faith. God got a much better plan than what you have for yourself. So let's go.
There you go. And that's why I continue just to be on this path. I continue to, do my own thing. I don't even get into half the stuff like Twitter. Don't get me wrong, Twitter be having these moments where you just want to, you just want to hit retweet, you want to hit reply, you just want to do it. But I'd be like, nah, I'm too laid back now at this point. I've grown too accustomed to everything.
Yeah, I mean, you get older, you get wiser, you know what I'm saying? And not everything is worth a response. Sometimes you have to let ignorance stay alone.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like Jay-Z said it best, man. A wise man told me, don't argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who is who. Mm. And when you're involved with mess, you don't even got to be right. You don't even got to be wrong. The fact that you're involved with mess is going to leave you stained. Yeah. And no matter what the context is, nobody's going to care. They're going to look and see that I just don't want to be involved with that. And if your name is involved with what people don't want to be involved with, it's only going to work against you. So certain things, let go, leave alone, continue on your path, learn as you see, as you experience, get better, perfect it, do your thing.
There you go, man.
That's it.
Guys, hip hop gamer, man. Hip hop gamer. We can shut it down. An hour and 14. I think you got like an hour 30, right? You said so. Yeah, we getting there. So I think we can cut it here for sure. Listen, shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope y'all enjoyed this. It was good, of course, to have my brother back with us live on the channel. This is long overdue. And,
very long overdue, son.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I'm like, damn, I went 2 years. Really been 2 years. I taught the hip hop game. I'm like, no way. It's like, okay, let me fix that. So
yeah.
So
yeah, man. I'm glad you hit me up, and you hit me up at a great time too, because
we just got back.
I'm more well, technically, I just got back from Boston, but I was working on a whole bunch of like stuff and everything. But when the game preservation news came out and stuff like that, there's already things that I'm working on right now that relates to that.
You already knew I was going to ask you when I saw that team. I was like, hip hop. You already know. You was already go. I was like, dog.
Yeah,
it's time.
People, what it is? People don't know who I'm connected to.
Yeah.
So as soon as that came about and people started doing their research and everything like that, I'm already like, yo, congratulations, dog. Blah blah blah. Yeah, and all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, 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 very excited because right now, see, I know what everybody's thinking and what they feeling right now when it comes to PlayStation Plus Premium and all the excitement around it. Mm-hmm. What I'm excited for though, like for real, I ain't gonna hold you. Next year, if they do it in June, if they do what I think they're gonna do in June of next year, 2023, I'm waiting on that right now. Right now, I'm waiting on June 2023. Right now, I'm waiting. It's not even June yet, 2022.
Yeah.
But June 2023. If everything goes according to plan, you know things can change. But if everything goes according to plan.
Okay. If everything I'm
Oh,
for,
my God.
I'll tell you off air, but I'm waiting for next month, because next month we have a certain event.
Crazy.
Next month. Summer Games Fest and everything. So
oh yeah. Yep.
So
that should be dope. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keely on his joint. Get it?
Yeah, we talked to Keely. We might have him on next month. So hopefully we can get him on. Set that up.
Oh, that'll be fire.
Yeah, I'm looking.
That'll be fire. Yeah.
Show. Talk to him about it, because we've been talking about it for a minute. So we'll see. We can schedule him. But nah, it's a lot of stuff to be excited for. I know it's gonna be kind of dry right now, because Sony's not doing much, Microsoft's not doing much. I will say the game that's pretty much going to be, I guess, the one that ignites the hype back into it would be Dead Space remake again. Cause I'm excited for that.
I'm telling you right now, dog.
Because you already know I'm all in for that.
Like, I don't know if I'm gonna play that with my headphones. Like, I might have to play that with people in the room and just like that. Like, Dead Space is one of
that.
Yo, dog. Dead Space, sound design wise as well, one of the best sound design games I've ever experienced in my life. Probably like
now for this one, they even did the rifles. They redid the sound effects, so it's not even going to be traditional. It's like going to be more atmospheric. So I'm guessing. You remember Resident Evil Village? How they,
of course,
the settled sound, like the sounds. I can expect that, but with like a claustrophobic echo type approach, where it's like you don't know where they are, and it's like really, because the way they did the ship, it's huge. So.
I'm not using headphones on that joint, bro. I'm telling you.
Not rocking the Logitech.
No Logitech on that joint, son. I'm gonna be playing like this, like you. Forget that, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. I love my life. I don't want my heart to do something wrong. So like, nah, dog. I know me. You gotta know yourself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that, bro. You kidding me?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I'm excited, bro. Word up, man. Other than that, everything else is great.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Again, man, good to see you. I'm glad everything's doing great for you, and congratulations on the AMD showcase, making history. Proud of you, and of course, you being on point with the news. Of course, had to credit the homie. Had to do that. But no,
thank you,
and I appreciate you for giving me the heads up before we even got to the point to where it got there. You gave me ours. I was like, dog. DM me. You DM me that stuff with the quickness. I'm like, okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
So,
hey, yo, you know what's so funny? You see how everybody's going crazy over the game preservation stuff like that right now because of what was announced today?
Mm-hmm. Way down the road.
I have something else that I'll probably show it to you in a couple of days. But I got something else that I can show.
Yeah, keep me moving.
And then we'll talk about that. I'm on the
contract now with IGN, so it ain't going right.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations, son. Let's get it, man.
2 years. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
I know, right?
I'd be a freelancer. Who would have thought?
Yo, much love, son. And and I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Like, do your best to make the best out of that situation. You never know where that'll take you. So all the relationships, or like, yo, when you go to a new level, you're gonna have like new devils, new people, new situations that try to.
I'm gonna tell you.
So just be smart. Just be smart, man.
No. I'm gonna tell you how fair, because I got an offer. I'm gonna shock you with it, and I gotta respond to it. So I'll tell you how fair. But
got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's shut it down though. Let's shut it down. Shout out to everybody.
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Tanos, I see you, bro. Appreciate you. Alfonso, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Everybody who came through for this late stream, hey, good to see everybody in the chat. Of course, I didn't do this alone. I had my brother, Hip Hop Gamer, so shout out to you, my brother. Thanks for coming through. I'm glad you had fun. I already know you had fun, because that's what we do. We
talk you down, bro. You already know, son. We lit all the time. Hey, yo, I want to help out my man, King Royal Gaming. He said he got the LG C1 settings.
Oh, good.
So I was gonna help you out. So here's what I would suggest you do, right? Now, before we even get into this, I know a lot of people is going crazy over variable refresh rate. and how smooth it is and how the screen tear is supposed to happen and stuff like that. Like, you know, that's supposed to be eliminated. You can play a game at 40 frames per second and still smooth. I hear you. I get it. No. It's smooth, but it ain't smooth.
Yeah, it ain't smooth. Yeah.
So I'm going to explain to you what smooth is, right? When you use the motion flow, well, on LG is true motion and stuff like that. When you use that, you never seen nothing like this before. Nothing. So let's break it down to you right now, son. Because I know a lot of people gonna talk that talk and tell you on the marketing stuff. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So here's the settings, bro. Here's what I would suggest you do. Go to filmmaker mode. Everybody that has an LG C1, listen to these settings.
Hey, Blaze, hope you in the chat. Hope you're hearing this.
Yeah. Go to filmmaker mode, right? Then after you go to filmmaker mode, you're going to go to advanced settings. Click on brightness. Make sure your OLED brightness is 50. Your adjust contrast is 85. Screen brightness is 48. Auto dynamic contrast off. Peak brightness medium. Gamma 2.2. Black level limited. Motion eye care off. All right. Let's go to color. Color depth 50. Tint 0. Color gamut native. Fine tune. Make sure the color upgrade is set to high. White balance. Make sure the color temperature is set to 0. Method 2 points. Point high. Red, green, blue. All that stuff is 0. Now, what you're going to want to do is go to clarity. Adjust sharpness 20. Super resolution high. Noise reduction off. MPEG noise reduction off. Smooth gradation high. Cinema screen will be blanked out, so it'll be set to off. True motion, here's the game changer. True motion, set that to user selection. And make sure de-judder and de-blur is set to 10. And when you go to OLED Motion Pro, make sure it's set to medium. All right, so now that we got that, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to general. When you go to general, go over to devices. When you go to devices, go over to HDMI settings. Then you're going to see HDMI deep color. Make sure when you see that, set it to off.
Yeah.
Why? Because if you set it to 4K, it's going to automatically keep game mode on. And when you have game mode on, you're not going to get the absolute best smooth. And when I mean smooth, I'm talking about if you're playing a game and this is your character, and or you looking around and stuff like that, yeah, it is no like all you can do all this motion and it look as smooth like this. No stutter, no judder, no artifacts, no nothing. No everything is scary. It look like you're in. It look like you there. It look like you are walking in there because it's like real life. Like there's no de-judder in real life. Like it's amazing. So make sure you set it up. Make sure you set it up like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, any other settings that y'all got in terms of the way you have it set up on your PS5 or your PC and little changes to brightness and contrast, that's on you. But in terms of TV settings, that's what I would suggest. And make sure you apply that to all inputs. The other inputs is really good too. But filmmaker mode to me that's
where it's at.
And that's it. So make sure y'all go back, record this, chop it, clip it, do whatever you got to do so you can always have it. But yeah, those are the settings.
Okay. R. Robinson said, what about the Hisense U8G for PS5 here? I don't use that. What I rock for mine, I rock the Acer Predator X27. It's 120 hertz monitor, 4K. So that's what I rock. Yeah, I don't rock that, but I'm pretty sure you can rock the same type of settings that Hip Hop Gamer talked about. Just probably be limited in some choices. That's all.
Now, I can't speak for no other TV but the LG C1. The Hisense U8G. I forgot which TV Red Infamy got. It's the what? Oh, she got the H9F. I think that's what it is. I'm telling you right now, all TVs aren't built the same. like the LGC1, that joint. Yo, I went to New Orleans, and we can wrap it up after this. I went to New Orleans, and they had a sauce. No, it wasn't a sauce. It was a pepper, and the name of the pepper was called Slap Your Mama. That was the name of the pepper. It was called Slap Your Mama. All the seasoning, yeah, the seasoning.
It was actual.
It's
Seasoning,
called.
or was it like some?
Yeah, the seasoning.
Y'all talking about?
No, it was an actual seasoning. You go to the store and buy it. In New Orleans, there's a seasoning called Slap Your Mama.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now, the LGC1 and the TV settings I just gave you, I don't encourage you to slap your mama because you're gonna get hurt. But I will say it'll make you want to. If you're gonna leave it like that. We out.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Tomorrow, I'll be live with Tony Polanco for you guys. So we're going to be talking about the industry as well. And, of course, we got RGT, the whole 9 yards. So see you guys there. You guys, you blessed. Y'all be easy. Shout out to the one and only hip-hop gamer over here on the right. There you go. Make sure you guys tune into his live streams, man. I feel like nobody sees his live stream. Yo, check him out. It's Hip Hop Gamer. That's his YouTube channel. He goes live when he has his interviews, breaking down everything, his gameplays, you name it. Make sure you guys show support, man. This dude always shows support to everybody else. You make sure you return the favor and support the homie. I appreciate y'all, dub. All right? Y'all enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all be good.